These are the finalists for the men's lightweight eights, won by Germany a year ago, but no German crew in this final. Closest to you, Holland, but on the far side, Canada, the host nation. In the stroke seat, it's Graham McLaren with Pat Newman, his coxswain, facing him. Next to them, Spain in lane 2. Jesus Gonzalez Alvarez, the man in the stroke seat for Spain. Then Great Britain, the man setting the rhythm for the British in the stroke seat, Ben Webb, with Chris Cormack, the coxswain. Then the United States of America, silver medalists a year ago behind Germany. And that's Sean Kaman in the stroke seat. Coxswain is Alexi Salamini. Italy, with their great tradition in lightweight eights, represented by Carlo Grandi in the stroke seat. And then the Dutch, who are closest to you in lane 6. And it's Jeroen de Zwart in the stroke seat, facing his coxswain, Paul van Barel. So off we go with the Italians. Dan, the Italians, they've been a great force over the years. In fact, they've dominated from the mid-80s to the early 90s, but they've not been so dominant in recent times.
No, absolutely. It's actually the early 80s where they were taking almost every single lightweight gold medal. They were absolutely fantastic there under Thor Nielsen, who was in charge of their training. But those people have moved on. They won 7 gold medals in the eights, one after the other, and there are people there who are still rowing. Gaddi was part of that group, and now we've got Carlo Grandi, who was also on the tail end of that group. At the moment, though, it's the United States who've gone into the front, with Italy just sneaking along there alongside them, maybe a couple of feet down. But the United States have really gone to take hold of this race from the front.
Well, there are the Americans. Interesting man there in the bow of that boat. Actually, the man in the 2 seat, that's Chris Kerber. Got a peculiar claim to fame that 10 years or so he climbed up both of the World Trade buildings in 72 minutes. Mind you, won't be thinking about anything like that at this moment. Through the first quarter, and it's Italy and America pretty close together. Probably the Italians just from the Americans. Great Britain in 3rd, and Great Britain, who won this title in Indianapolis in a really terrific finish in 1994.
The Great Britain team here in the opening heat went out to try to win and found themselves struggling 3/4 of the way over the course. They fell back and had a long talk with the heavyweight coach Jürgen Grobler, and he said, "Look, boys, you aim for the bronze medal. That's your level at the moment, and if anything better comes, then go for it. But you've got to race according to what you can do. You've got to settle into a race plan. You've got to work at your level and find a rhythm." And that's what they're doing here. They're trying to settle into a race. They did a much better job in the repechage. And at the moment, we've got Italy and United States leading, with Great Britain trying to sort themselves out into a good rhythm there in 3rd place.
So the US just narrowly from the Italians. United States, doesn't matter what sort of 8 it is, they always want to win an 8.
Yeah, they love eights. It's not pretty, but it's very, very strong. It's very hard on the catches. That's the way they row. It's very hard on the catches. You can see them losing their finishes a little bit, but it's putting them still almost half a length in front of Italy, with Great Britain in 3rd place.
Half distance, and America now very much in charge of the race, ahead of Italy. Great Britain just about 3rd at the moment, ahead of the Dutch. And then Canada on the far side, and Spain right at the back. And if anything, now the Americans beginning to increase their advantage.
Yeah, that's good rowing now. They're growing in confidence all the time, and they're moving well out in front. Great Britain actually coming back on terms with Italy. Italy beginning to slip back a bit. And the British rowing pretty well here. They're picking it up well. Very experienced man there in the 7 seat, Nick Strange. He's got a lot of medals under his belt, a lot of experience, but they are moving extremely well now. But it's the United States. I don't think anyone's going to catch the States. They're picking it up well at the catch. Good long leg drive, and they're moving very, very sweetly. They've nearly got a length.
So coming towards the last quarter now, quick and fast in these tailwind conditions, and America almost a length ahead, but not clear and not totally away either from the British or indeed the Italians. And there's the bow of the British boat, and it's now beginning to really impose its presence on the Americans on the far side, and they have got the better of the Italians. 500 meters to go now, and it's America, Italy and Great Britain, those three, and then on the far side, Canada now going better than at any other stage of the race, in just about 4th place, but they've got a lot of work to do to get on terms with the crews in 2nd and 3rd place. America still looking very strong now, and so far holding off the challenges of Great Britain, who are just to their right.
Yeah, United States at 38 strokes a minute, really beginning to push on. They realise the challenge. They can see what's coming from the British crew. Just sneaked ahead now of Italy. The British crew at 39. United States moving up now to 39.5. Italy trying to hold on. Italy heads down, legs driving, very horizontal in those strange glasses they've got, looking very odd, but driving those legs down. Very, very effective rowing there, but Great Britain now creeping up on the United States. Great Britain at 42, United States at 40. United States just holding that lead.
Yes, this is terrific stuff, but again, this is a charge which may not have come quite in time, because the Americans have got a lot of strength. They're in a terrific position to be able to counter-attack anything that's thrown at them, and that's exactly what they've done. They've held the British challenge, and now they're looking actually a little bit stronger now as they come towards the line. It's a great scrap, it's a great race. The British now, they've got it down to what, half a length? Not quite though, but the Americans take the gold. Britain are in silver medal position. That's an excellent performance. Italy take the bronze. Canada in 4th place ahead of the Dutch and then the Spanish. Great performance there by the Americans, in front for the last 3/4 of the race, and with the strength to actually respond to all the challenges.
Yeah, there was a good performance there.
Good performance though from the British, as you said earlier. They got their race plan sorted out, and the reward, a silver medal.
Absolutely right. Yeah, they were there in a position to take advantage, and they certainly feel pretty pleased with that.
Just over half a length to the Americans. And the Italians in bronze. So a good race to finish the first day of finals.
Bit of a disappointment for the Canadians, I think, who were expecting a little bit more after their performances earlier on in the season.
Christopher Kerber. John Cashman. Eric Denbesten.
Sister Sarah also taking part in these championships.
Gregory Ruckman. Nick Tripichan. Sean Kaman. Alexei Salamini.
It was just a great day, beautiful conditions. We've had a great year with this group. We kept getting faster and faster, putting in good times, and just put it all together here. It was a perfect 10.
Second gold medal of the day for America, but there are still 12 gold medals to be decided, and those come tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed the action. 4 new world best times also set today. From Miriam, Dan and myself, for the moment, bye-bye from St. Catharines.